So I'm still sick. As you can tell, my voice is definitely not the same. I sound like I'm Barry White or something like that. So my throat is pretty sore. And I was trying to drink some orange juice and it was hurting my throat. So, I don't know. I've been drinking tea all day. I drank soup, chicken noodle soup, cup of noodle soup, all types of soup. I drank different types of teas today, put lemon in it. My throat is still sore. Why don't we talk about, let's talk about, for example, like the police and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. No. Yeah, I'm not really talking about police, but I'm talking about, let's talk about like psychology and stuff like that. And basically what I'm trying to talk to you about is, for example, let's say a cop pulls you over, right? And then you see like the flashing blue and red lights, bling, 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 bling. It's flashing or whatever, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. This is a way to mess with your subconscious, to mess with your conscious as well. Because, the color blue is a calm color, it gives you off that calm feeling. But then that red, it gives you that panic feeling. So it kind of confuses you. And, they use that stuff to throw you off. So, every time you see a cop car, you see, blue, red, it's blinking back and forth. And, it's a way to mess with your psyche or whatever. And it's a way to throw you off and get you nervous and stuff, because, it's like be calm and then panic, be calm and then panic, be calm and then panic, it's trying to panic you and stuff like that. And then on top of that, police, they use a certain tone of voice in the tone scale. And, I'm not sure, I don't really know the process of as far as training cops and stuff like that. But, from what I analyze and what I do see, and from people that I know who are cops, is that they train them to use like an aggressive voice, like a more authoritative type of voice. So, it gives them, it makes them seem like they have much more power over you, when in reality they don't. So what you want to do is, I've encountered cops before and stuff like that, and I know how to deal with cops. And I've gotten out of situations, when I've gotten pulled over and stuff like that. Either you match their tone of voice, and I'm not saying, talk back or anything, but you want to match their tone, or you want to bring their tone down a bit. Keep calm. Don't let cops make you nervous. You know what I'm saying? I actually laugh when cops pull me over and stuff like that. I like to play around, because I know they're not going to get anything from me or get anything out of me. A lot of them abuse their power and stuff like that, which, a lot of you guys need to start watching out for that, because a lot of stuff they do is unconstitutional. So, it's good to learn the law, and, it's good to know what you're dealing with. A lot of cops, they're regular people just like you and me, and I'm not sure what they train them as far as the police academy and stuff like that, but, from what I do know, or what I notice, is that, they use certain levels of voice, aggressive, and they try to intimidate you and stuff like that. And, you want to show off that you're not intimidated at all. And usually when a cop tries to talk to me and he tries to use that tone of voice, I'll start to laugh or something, and, I'll be calm, I'll laugh or something, I'll giggle. Because I know, you gotta think in your mind, this guy's not gonna do anything, so he's just wasting his time right now. Like a couple weeks ago, I was coming home from work. I think I was coming home from work. I don't remember. But anyway, it was late, and had cut a cop off. I was driving, I cut a cop off. And then, for some reason, cops, they, he ran my plates. He saw where I lived and the area I was at. I wasn't too far from my house, but I was still in the area of my house or whatever. So, I'm driving. I see the cop, he's behind me, he's following me. I could have just went straight home, but I decided to reroute and make like a big circle and stuff like that. So, I drove around, I keep seeing the cop behind me, he's following me. I'm pretty sure he ran my plates and stuff. He wanted to see, if there was any felonies or misdemeanors or, who was he dealing with and stuff like that. So, I drove around in a big circle after I cut him off, and I saw that they were following me. And, as I'm getting towards my house, they finally decide to pull me over. And, I was just laughing because I already seen it coming. Cops make it so obvious that they're going to pull you over, so whatever, I pulled over. The cop asked me for my license and registration, and I actually asked him why. And I guess it kind of pissed him off and stuff, And he asked me again, let me see your license and registration. And I said, what's the purpose of this stop? You gotta ask them questions too. You can't respond to what they ask you right away. You ask them questions. Now, I know there's a certain technique that you can use, and I actually forgot it that time, so I didn't remember what to say, but normally what I would say is, I would ask them, am I being detained? And, if they say yes, then you would ask them, under what crime or under what suspicion do you think I'm committing a crime? You ask them, why are you pulling me over? Did I commit a crime, or is there a reason to believe I committed some type of crime? So you ask them, am I being detained, excuse me, I'm sorry. You ask them, am I being detained? And, if they say no, then the next question you would ask them is, am I free to go? And, they have to say yes, because you're obviously not being detained. But if they say no, that you're not free to go, you're going to ask them the same thing again. So am I being detained? And, the point is to never give in to cops. Like I said, they're people just like you and me. I know a few cops. I have friends. I have people I used to go to school with that became cops. I have close friends that became cops. And, these people, who they are. I'm pretty sure you know cops. And, you know who they are in real life. So, all these cops, they use that type of authority over you, and they want to take control of the situation. But you got to let them know that you're the one in control. So anyway, going back to my story, he pulls me over, and I completely forgot to ask him, am I being detained, am I free to go, and stuff like that. So, I forgot. He kept asking me for my license and registration, and I was being a dick about it. I was being an asshole. I was being an asshole. It's like, I don't know, 1 in the morning or something, 2 in the morning. And then, he was actually going to open my car, which I know it's probably against the law. It's unconstitutional to do that. So I told him, don't open my car. And he stopped where he was at. He didn't open my car door. It's because I was being a douchebag. So, I should have cooperated. But I don't like giving in to authority and stuff like that. because I feel we should have more power over ourselves than anyone else should have over us. So anyway, I decided to give him my license and registration. And, he was asking questions. Where am I coming from? I told him I was coming from my girlfriend's house. He asked me if I was drinking. I told him no. And when he asked me that, I was laughing. And then, he said, oh, I ran your plates. He's like, I see you live around here. Why did you go around in a big circle? And my response was, I just felt like driving around. And then he's like, oh, yeah, but you're driving in a big circle. Don't you think that's suspicious? And I said, what, I can't drive around? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to tell me what I can and can't do, you know? So, I kind of made him feel like, who are you? You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to do? And, whatever. So he went to his car, he sat there, and I guess he ran my license, see if I have a background or something, or if I have any warrants or whatever. And, of course this is all a waste of time. And, I guess they get bored at night and, they want to pull over people and meet quotas by the end of the month and, get their arrests or whatever, or get their tickets out. Because, they do have quotas that they have to meet. And from what I know, they have to make at least like one arrest per month or something like that. But, that's the system for you. So anyway, but basically, so the cop, he came back, he gave me my license, and then he said something like, fix your license plate, you can get a ticket for it, or something like that. And I know he was just bullshitting. He was just trying to find the reason to make me feel like I had to pull over. And there was something else that I could have said that would kind of got him scared, but I didn't say it. And for those of you that feel like you get harassed by cops and stuff like that, I would advise you to look into the American Civil Liberties Union, which is the ACLU. From what I understand, those people, they fight against, unconstitutional, they fight against like cops that break the law against people and stuff like that. Basically, they help civilians and stuff like that in case they get into any legal type of trouble. And usually when you mention that to cops, they kind of back off. So keep that in mind. Also, if you're a Mason, they don't mess with you. And certain cops know, if they see that Masonic emblem on your car, or they see like a Masonic emblem in your wallet or something like that, they'll know not to mess with you, or they'll know to let you go. So, these are things to keep in mind. But, I just felt like talking about something. I'm sick, so I could have spoke about business or something, but instead I'd rather talk about cops, because on the way home I seen like undercover cops pull some guy over in like a Jeep or something like that. And, I figured I'd talk about cops. But, overall, there are good cops out there. And there's some that, they abuse their power. And, they think all of a sudden because they have a badge that, they run the world. But in reality, that badge can easily get taken away from them. So, it's good not to abuse your power. I was going to say something else. Let me try to remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are some that are douchebags out there, and trust me, I've come across a few of them that it makes me think, like, how did you get to where you're at? A lot of them, they use bad language, foul language, you know. No disrespect to cops or anything, there are good cops out there, there are smart cops out there, and, I wish, I wish you would be, for cops, I wish you guys would be more, more into protecting people instead of enforcing the law onto people. But that's your job now. It's it used to be about protecting people, but now it's about law enforcement and putting laws and giving people tickets and arresting people and stuff like that. So I've been talking for 18 minutes now. I'm sure I'll chop it up. So I've come across douchebag cops. I've come across good cops. There are good cops out there. There are douchebag cops out there who think, because they have a badge that they run the world and they can abuse their power. There's cops out there that get away with murder all the time, and there's cops out there that shoot people because they get nervous, and I guess they get trained to be nervous and stuff like that. So, this wasn't really this video wasn't intended to disrespect cops or anything like that, but more intended to educate people as far as dealing with cops and knowing to not give in as far as authority, when they pull you over and stuff like that. It's good to know your law. It's good to talk back, not talk back like curse at them or anything, but it's good to put some type of resistance as far as when dealing with cops. So that's my blog tonight. Nothing special, just talking about cops. And I've always wanted to learn the law because there's plenty of ways out of it. And when you go to court and stuff like that, you don't really need a lawyer. You can actually defend yourself. But which a lot of lawyers don't want you to know that, because they will lose out on a lot of money. And if you were actually educated on the law and stuff like that, a lot of people would be able to get away and be able to defend themselves. But it's good to educate yourself, and that's something I need to further my education on, is the law, because it's good to know the system, it's good to know how to defend yourself. And it's good to know the terms, because the law is actually another language, basically. They use certain words and stuff like that, and it's good to know what you're saying, because if you don't know what you're saying, you can actually get yourself into a lot of trouble, in the courtrooms and stuff, using the wrong words. So if you're somebody that gets into a lot of trouble or something like that, I would advise you to study the law. That way you can be your own lawyer and defend yourself and not have to worry about somebody else, because once you have a lawyer, it's over for you. You can't really defend yourself. Your freedom is basically in the hands of a lawyer, and you better hope that lawyer knows what he's doing. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. I drank tea already. I'm sick. Kind of wish my voice was like this permanently. But, I'll work on getting my voice deep. I like it like this, actually. But, yeah. So I'm going to wrap it up with that. You guys have enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Wherever time zone you're watching this in, whatever time it is. Enjoy the rest of the day. Alright? I don't know what the hell I'm saying right now. Anyway, take care, guys.